Hello from Hamad International Airport. I'm Patrick Hughes and this is Planet Patrick. Today I'm travelling in business class with Qatar Airways, one of the world's best airlines. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. Thank you.
I hope I'm holding it correctly.
Oh yeah, it's all good. Yeah, don't worry. I can carry that. It's so heavy. I've flown economy here.
So it's your first time in business?
My first time in business with Qatar. Yeah,
I'm sure you love it.
I hope so. It's a long flight. So yeah. Well, to Ireland. So it's about
What time is your flight?
1 a.m.
Ooh, you have the whole night to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, not yet.
a quick interruption from Patrick of the future to say I booked this business class flight as an upgrade on one sector of a two-sector flight from Malaysia to Ireland. The upgrade price was 2,309 Malaysian ringgit, that's roughly £395. I don't come through Qatar often, so I reckoned this was a pretty good chance to test out Qatar's business class product. Back to check-in.
Thanks, I appreciate it. That might have been the easiest security that I've gone through, and immigration check. Very straightforward. All right, now we're in the main part of the terminal. With an upgrade to business on Qatar Airways, sadly, that does not include access to a business class lounge. If you want to do that, you can pay in advance. I didn't do that on the off chance that they would let me into one. They haven't. So I'm going to try and pay my way into the Oryx lounge.
If you're feeling a bit lost looking for the paid lounges, they're just after the Louis Vuitton shop here on the right hand side and go up one level. I may do a more in-depth review of this lounge, so keep an eye out for that in the next couple of weeks.
Honestly, it's a shame that lounge access is not included as part of the upgrade price to Qatar business class. You have to pay extra. This is a relatively basic lounge. I've got a few hours to kill in here because my flight's not until 1 a.m. So I'll see you at the gate in about 6 hours. It's about 2 hours until the flight's due to take off. Let's also see how early they board this plane. I'm not quite sure. Some estimates seem to be 60 minutes, some 90 minutes. So let's head down in that direction. We might be waiting around for a little while at the gate, but that's okay too. Believe it or not, I just met somebody in the wild who follows my channel. So that's the first time that's happened outside of Europe. So I'm very pleased with that. We're looking for a C54. Down in this part of the C concourse is an entirely different area called, I think, the Orchard.
Thank you.
I have a horrible feeling this might be a bus gate. I don't understand how listening to things on your phone out loud is acceptable. It's like a party back here. Maybe I should get up and dance.
For Qatar, it's our pleasure to welcome on QR 019 departing to Dublin through gate number C54. We request our business class customers to be remain seated. We will invite you shortly for boarding. Thank you.
That's different.
Please keep your passport and boarding pass.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you, sir. Have a pleasant flight.
I hope to. Thank you, Noor. It's getting on for 12:30 a.m. But this should be a Boeing 787-8. Let's find out. Hi, how are you? Thank you.
Mr. Hughes? Did
Yes.
I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, you did.
So welcome on board.
Thank you. Perfect.
You are seated by the window.
Thank you. Just what I wanted. Thank you very much.
Do you need any assistance for the baggage?
No, it's fine. I can do that. Thank you, though. I'll be the one snoring. Oh, well, there's no point in lying at this point in life. I'll definitely take champagne too. Hey.
You ran away.
He really did. Okay, so there were some things on the seat whenever I sat down, and we're waiting for the signature drink to show up. So one of these pillows one of these pillows. I'm like, "Ooh, this is quite squishy." Some bedding, kind of in the signature Qatar aubergine purple color. I'm excited to see this bag from Diptyque. I'm a fan of Diptyque. Still haven't been offered a beverage. And this refreshing towel. They've just arrived with the signature pajamas from the White Company. I asked for a large. I thought that might be sensible. I don't usually, but I thought it might as well when there was a rosé champagne on offer. It's very nice. Oh, and I have to make my menu decision quite quickly. I think before we take off. And back here, they said the menu was here. So this is the wine menu, I think. I think I'll just leave it with the champagne and the food menu. Now, I did have the opportunity of booking food ahead of time, and I didn't because I didn't like any of the options, to be honest with you. So hopefully there's something on this that I will like. It's the same menu. It's going to be chicken curry. Oh, breakfast sounds nice though. Yogurt and granola, fresh fruit, cereals, an omelette with cheese and tomato. Oh, and porridge, which I love. We have choices.
Customer seated at about the front row seat should keep the area clear for items. Thank you.
Shove my stuff out of the way if it's, yeah. I might as well use it. Just a half would be perfect. Thanks, Annis. Oh, that smells delicious. It doesn't say what scent it is. It must be like a signature one for Qatar Airways by Diptyque or something. Nice and heavy. Oh, thank you. That's lovely. Perfect. Thank you. You might as well. It's so nice. There's a plastic tray. You wouldn't think it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I normally go to bed around 9. I might be overexcited. Let's have a quick look at what's inside the Diptyque bag. I don't know if this is unisex or gendered in some way. Little plastic tab. Oh, it's actually a really nice little bag. So it looks like there's socks. Those are cute. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's like a little set. Hold on. Fresh lotion. Essential face cream. Must be for lips. In tiny writing it says, nourishing lip balm. Even the bag smells nice. What's this last thing? A little info card. And then this final thing is an eau de toilette. Because I travel so much, this is really handy. I'm trying not to disturb anybody else. This is really nice. I love Diptyque. But this is the perfect size for me to travel with. And after this flight, I'm going on a cruise. So this is just the right size for me to bring with me in my hand luggage. Nice one. Love it. Cheers.
The IFE screen is huge, no complaints here in business class, and the selection's endless. Movies, TV, games, you name it. I always end up ignoring all of it and switching straight to the flight map. Nothing like watching your own plane move at 1 kilometre an hour before takeoff.
On behalf of the Qatar Airways crew, I'd like to welcome you all on board this Boeing 787 Dreamliner. We have just passed our departure time here. We're going to be here another 10 minutes. There is some scheduled maintenance that has not been completed yet.
So I'll definitely have the curry, if that's okay, the chicken curry. Because it's a short flight and late night, do you serve food as quickly as possible after takeoff?
Approximately 30 minutes.
Oh, that's very fast.
Yeah.
And I guess we don't need to do breakfast, do we?
You can reserve already now.
Oh, okay.
Because we might have a shortage.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'll ask for the omelette, please. Yeah. There was a bit of a delay because of a technical issue, something that hadn't been resolved in advance. We're already at 1:25 in the morning. The very capable Ennis, who's been looking after me, has been around to take our orders for dinner. Now, my concern was we'll take off and then will it take 90 minutes, 2 hours to get something to eat, which would be perfectly normal on some flights and depending on the length of that flight. And he said, no, about 30 minutes from takeoff, they're able to serve a hot meal. At this time of night, it's not a 3-course service. And in fact, you can order right through the flight if you want to. If you want to have one meal and then have a second meal, you can do that. That's not a problem. But for that first service, they took that order from us. I've ordered a chicken curry. I thought it might be the easiest. And he also had me order for breakfast. Again, not that it's necessary to do it at this point, but simply that if you put your ask in now, then you're guaranteed that particular item. So I've ordered the omelette, which comes with a chicken Cumberland sausage. That sounded the nicest to me, as well as yogurt and granola. I thought that's going to answer every kind of ask that I have at that time of the morning. Hopefully I do get some sleep. I'm going to shut up until we're checking off.
Mr. Captain, cabin crew, armed doors for departure. Cross check.
Takeoff was delayed for about another 20 minutes, and then we took off in almost darkness until we were high enough above Qatar to see whatever this is. As soon as we were permitted, I headed for the bathroom to put on my comfy pyjamas so I could go directly from food to sleeping. That's always my preferred option. On the way back to my seat, I could see that the cabin crew had already left out fruit and other snacks in case you got peckish throughout the flight and didn't want a full meal. The very efficient Ennis had already left out some warm nuts and a gin and tonic. I thought I wasn't having anything else to drink, and set out my table with this lovely crisp white linen. While I was waiting for food to arrive, I had a look at the Wi-Fi on board this flight. The messenger plan is free of charge, or you can spend upwards of $5 for different levels of Wi-Fi. I went with the free service, surprise surprise. Honestly, it took way less than 30 minutes for service to start, with some warm bread rolls, olive oil and balsamic vinegar. I went directly from bread to chicken curry, which smelt so appetizing, and sometimes it doesn't on a plane. This smelt good. If you're on a diet, look away now. There's a rogue chocolate brownie on the screen. Within minutes, the flight attendant turned my seat into a bed. And I tell you, it didn't take me long to get my glasses off and get settled in for a few hours of sleep. I managed about 4 hours end to end, and I have to say this lie flat bed was super comfortable and conducive to getting some rest. I woke up somewhere over Germany with about 2 hours to go until we arrived into Dublin.
I like the light.
Within what felt like 5 minutes, the cabin crew had me set up for an early breakfast. First up was this very fresh and fruity looking yogurt parfait, a delicious blueberry smoothie, and a warm croissant.
I'm not particularly hungry, but this is so delicious and refreshing.
The speed of service on board is really remarkable. As soon as I finish my yogurt parfait, up pops my lovely and very warm omelette with a slightly undercooked looking chicken sausage. I like them browned just so. Can tell I'm not entirely certain about this. Yeah, not sure.
Coming out of descent here shortly, we are expected to be landing in about 15 minutes from now. Latest weather in Dublin is 11 degrees, and we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Qatar Airways.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I hope I'm going to take care of you.
Yes,
Perfect.
this is very good.
I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought my flight attendant, Ennis, was just excellent and so attentive, and I made sure to let the cabin manager know about that. Praise where praise is due.
Well, that felt like quite a dramatic landing. 7.5 hours after leaving Doha, I'm back home in Dublin, Ireland.
Thank you for choosing to fly with Qatar Airways and the OneWorld Alliance.
Gentlemen from the flight deck, we're not at the gate yet. We're just waiting for the guidance to guide us in here to the gate. So just it'll be a few more seconds. Thank you. This is the captain. Cabin crew, disarm doors for arrival and cross check.
Thanks, Alice. Go for it. Thanks a million. Bye. Well, here we are, a few hours later in Dublin. My first Qatar Airways flight in business class. Was it worth the upgrade?
Would you have paid £395 on top of a regular economy fare for what you saw on today's flight? This wasn't Qatar's fancy Q-Suite, Just the standard business cabin. The negatives first. There was no lounge access, a bus to the plane, and a pretty limited menu. But on the plus side, the food was genuinely tasty, the lie flat seat was properly comfy, and the crew were just outstanding. Honestly, that level of service alone made it feel worth it.
Well, that's it for this episode of Planet Patrick from here in Dublin Airport. Until the next episode, take care. Bye bye. It's good to be home.